these are the sponsors for MahjCon 2023 taking place in October this year. If you're not familiar with MahjCon, please head over to the MahjCon.com website and learn all about it. Would love to have you join us this year. And these are our sponsors. So I want to give them all a big shout out. USA MJ Table, Chris Lloyd, Mahjong Fever, Yellow Mountain Imports, Mahjong Novelties, Mahjong Maven, Where the Winds Blow, Siamese Mahjong, Mah's Helping Hand, and I Love Maj. I just want to say thank you. Very grateful to all of them for supporting us this year. My name is Debbie Barnett, and on Wednesday nights, we do in play at ilovemaj.com games to help improve your skills. And I love for your participation during this. You can chime in, you can ask some questions, but you're going to do it in chat. So I'm going to keep an eye out on chat. And we have YouTube watchers as well. So welcome everybody who's watching from YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Just put your comments in the chat and I will address them. You can offer suggestions. If I don't see all the hands, I love your help. I don't see everything, but my job is to try to point everything out. But hey, there's a lot of things going on when you play this game. So we can miss some things. So please make sure you contribute if you want or ask questions. And also I do events all year round in person and online, and try to provide you content which will help you improve and grow in the game of Mahjong. So welcome everybody tonight. All right, now I'm here right now at ilovemaj.com. If you haven't experienced it, I am going to go over, and I just realized I'm actually in the wrong account, so I have to get out and log back into my regular account, which is crazy that it's like that, but I was testing something out. So here we go, I'm in my regular account now. And if you ever want to try out I Love Maj, in the video description, I'll have a link for you to try it for 3 weeks free. It's a wonderful platform. It's my go-to platform, especially when teaching, because it is the most realistic of, at least I feel it is, of the other game platforms. And I actually have subscriptions to more than one, because I like to use the other ones for other types of things. For I Love Maj, for getting to know the card, for practicing against bots. I Love Maj because it has a lot of really incredible features and it's very intuitive, very easy to use. They have a wonderful exercise room. You could also check that out when you experience your 3-week free membership. This is really a great place to come if you want to learn the card. And every week I say some of these things over and over again, so I sound like a broken record, but learning the card is probably the top thing that you can do to improve your game. You want to get to the next level, you have to learn the card so that you don't have to look so much and not know where you're going and what particular sections you're going to work on and hands. So that's something that will help you coming into this exercise room. Now we're going to play against the bots here tonight. And if you do come into play and just experience it, I would suggest starting with just for fun mode. And you can even enable the practice mode, which gives you hand suggestions and a discard counter. But once you're ready to play official games, those games will get recorded and your stats will be available for you to take a look at. So you could see which hands you've won, which hands you've lost, and which categories they're on in. It's really laid out really nicely. Now they have bots, standard, intermediate, and advanced. And I've been liking playing the intermediate level for tonight. It's similar to beginner intermediate, advanced players when you play in person with friends. So there's intelligence built into them. So when you play a standard level, a lot of times they'll make moves that are more similar to a beginner player. The advanced level bots are pretty tough competitors, but I don't find a huge difference between the intermediate and advanced, but yeah, there are some differences. So tonight we're going to just use the intermediate, and I'm going to go ahead and launch the game here. Now, hopefully I'll get some jokers tonight. I'm not that lucky with jokers on Wednesday night. Other nights I am, but we'll see what happens. Open to live games, I'm going to click on no so I don't get interrupted during the game and bumped out of what we're doing and into someone else's table. So I'm just going to say no here. And here we are at the before we start the game board. And here's where you could change your mind about what level bots you want to play. We're playing against Wes, Joe, and Agatha. And these names are play on words. Have fun trying to figure out what they mean. Not that difficult, but it's very, very cute. And yeah, so, okay, so here we are. And now I am going to go ahead and, why does it show this here? Oh, I need to move this out of the way. I don't want this interfering. All right, there we go. Perfect. I don't know if you guys can see when I move these little boxes around. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and start the game. Here we go. And welcome to anybody who came in late. I see everybody's got their names up good, so I don't have to go backward there. All right, I like to sort by suit, and I do have a joker. Well, what a gift to be able to start out with a joker. And I move my winds and dragons down to the right, just initially, just the way I prefer it. Silly kind of reason, but maybe it's logical to more than just me. But winds and dragons have their own category, and they're on the right side of the card. So I put them there, not that they're going to stay in that place, but just when I organize myself, that's what I do initially. And now that I have sorted my tiles by suit, which is the way I teach players in person to sort their suits, just to get them organized initially, the next thing I do is work off of any multiples that I have. So I only have one multiple of 8s here. And to work off of the 8s, I'm going to I just like myself when I'm thinking, of course, I know the card really well, but thinking out loud as a newer player, I'm going to start off and look at the card on the left-hand side. I know that there's no 8s in 2023, so I don't have to worry about it. 2, 4, 6, 8, which is evens. Yes, absolutely. There's 2, 4, 6, 8. So what I would do at that point is move my 2, 4, 6, 8 over and just leave them right there for now. Then I would look at any like numbers, and I don't have any other 8s. What about addition hands? Well, there's 4 plus 4 equals 8. And since I'm collecting the even numbers already, I'll already have the 4s in there in case I want to keep an eye on addition hands. Right now, all we're doing is just kind of collecting the tiles and building upon something eventually. And then I will go up to quints and I will say, not doing quints. I only have one joker. For me, I like to have at least 3 to start. And when I do, I really pay attention to what else I have. Now, if I had 3 jokers and only 1 of every other tile, maybe I'll keep it in the back of my mind, but I'm not going to be that excited about it from the get-go. All right, what about consecutive run? Well, yeah, consecutive run is a very flexible category and great to consider. So I would then want to build off of the 8s and try and keep things that are within 4 numbers, either from the back or from the beginning or the end of the consecutive numbers. So in this particular case, I might keep 5, 6, 7, 8, all of those numbers right there. Maybe even the 9 if I want to do 6, think of 6, 7, 8, 9. If I can keep them, I will. So that's what I've done so far. Now we can move on and think about 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 category. And I do have some things there. I have the 1, the 9, which I already had thought about keeping. I have the 7 dot, 5 dot, 7 bam. Well, crazy enough, if I don't commit to a multi-suit hand, which would need a 1, and just look at 5, 7, and 9s, which are the upper end odds, because that category split right down almost in the middle between 1, 3, 5s and 5, 7, 9s, with the exception of 1, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think 3 hands that utilize all the numbers. So I could still do that too. And maybe go ahead and get rid of these 3 to start. Now, certainly I could do other things and change it out. Let's just say Winds and Dragons is not in the ballpark here, and with just 1 wind right now, and 3, 6, 9 is not really doing anything for me either, because I don't have any 3s. And to be honest, with everything else that I've been able to collect up till now, I'm very happy with these numbers. Of course, I do have my 6s and 9s. Who knows? It may change. So I've got a lot going on, and looking at this right now, I don't know what direction I'm going in. All I know is that I started with my 8s and just started kind of building on those, and that's what I'm left with right now. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pass this to start with, and then I'll take a look to see if I got anything else in. Well, I did get an 8 in. So if I move that over, I'm now collecting an 8, which is in 2, 4, 6, 8, as well as that 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever run those numbers are in. And that's kind of nice. All right. But now I got another 9 in. So now that means I have another pair. Well, how does this 9 fit in? It doesn't fit into 2, 4, 6, 8, but it would fit into something with a run. So if I keep the 9s, I could possibly do something in a mixed suit run in that area there, but it could be other things that happen as well. So I just don't know, but I don't want to give it up because it could become something. And it is part of the runs, the mixed suit runs in the consecutive run section. So I think I'm going to go ahead and keep that for right now. Now, if I want to still keep an eye on, and there's lots of other good things that could happen with the run family here. So I'm going to go ahead and keep everything in here. So let's look, there's another mixed suit run here, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got a lot of good things that could go on in the runs. And since they're so flexible, I think I'm going to go with it. Now I'm left with, if I want to keep all of this, I'm left with a whole category and parts of a whole hand here, like numbers with 2, like numbers with 4s, 2, 4, 6, 8 galore. But I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to say to myself at this point, Debbie, you can't pass any of those because you can't give somebody those great tiles. But I don't want to give up what I'm playing. So I'm going to do it. Really? My rule of thumbs are, and Phyllis said 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3 suits. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a lot. We've got a lot of good stuff going on. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's a really nice hand as well. We've got lots of things happening. Good eye, Phyllis. Phyllis is always my trusty assistant. spotting things that I often don't. Oh, thank you, Phyllis. So in any event, I'm going to go ahead and do my best to mix this up maybe like this. Now, I have no problem passing like numbers. Some people don't like it or they've heard not to do it, but there are 9 numbers. And if I'm giving the exact number that somebody is playing right now on my first right pass, I say, okay, you can just thank me for those 4s that you're playing. There's no guarantee that that's not going to happen, but I don't think the chances are that great. Has it happened? Yeah, it has, but I'm okay with it. So hello, everybody on YouTube. Welcome. All right, so I'm going to pass those right there. And I think that's mixing it up enough with 3 different suits to make it fairly decent. So we'll pass this and see what comes in now. See if I got anything else in. Well, I did get a 6 in. Let's see if there's any great reason to keep this 6 here. 6, you know, it really kind of is going to mess up the 8 and the 9s if I do keep that. So I don't think it's going to be all that helpful for me as far as anything in the consecutive run. So I'm still not playing wins. I'll get rid of the north. I mean, I could do the 1 and 2, but I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the 6 and the 1. That's giving a nice defensive Charleston pass right there. Do it, of course. I am going to do it. Absolutely 100%. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that for the first left. I could do a blind pass, but I don't want to. I want to maximize how many tiles I get to see and get in to help me make a decision. Try to use the blind passes more for when I do not have enough tiles to pass. All right, well, we got in a 5 and a 7 dot and 5, 6, 7, you know, the hand that Phyllis was mentioning, which is line number 4 under consecutive run, only needs 1 5, but we've got the making of that hand right here, which is very, very pretty. We also have our mixed suit run sitting right here, 7 dot, 8 bam, and 9 crack. If I get flowers, which I'm going to have to keep an eye on. And we are now in a position to, I want to keep the 7 and 8 as well still, just in case. And I think I am going to, I'm going to give up 1. I think I'm going to give up 1 5. 5, 6. Yeah, maybe I don't want to give up 1 5 because I also have 5, 6, 7, 8. Got lots of good things here. I don't know which one makes more sense to do. Maybe the 1, 2, and 8. Because I was also thinking of 7 bam, 8 bam, 7 dot, 8 dot right there. And I like that hand as well. Oh, I can't keep everything, that's for sure. So I may have to go ahead with making a choice between 2 of them, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, you know, they're both good hands, 5, 6 dot, 7, 8 bam, and 7, 8 bam, and 7, 8 dot. We're talking about third hand from the bottom, which is the pung kong, or the second hand right side, pung kong. They're both 2 pungs and 2 kongs, and both nice hands to make. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with that. And I'm going to continue the Charleston. Now, this is one of those things where you could be looking at this and be like, whoa, I can't continue the Charleston because I want to keep it all. You know, I want to keep that 8. And if you do that, you're giving up the opportunity to look at 12 more tiles and get more tiles out of your hand. So it's not a recommended thing to do. So I'm going to do this for my second Charleston and hope that I get something in that says, yeah, that's the direction you should be going in. So let's see what happens here. All right, I didn't get anything else in, and I kind of think at this point, well, I say, oh, good, because now I could pass across and I didn't get anything else in and I have to decide what I want to give up. So it's a good thing to do it, to get 3 tiles in that I don't need sometimes. All right, did I get anything else in here? Well, you know, could I use the 9 dot? Maybe I could use it with something like, for instance, this is where when you know the card, you can just see these things. But no, 5799, it would need to be a different suit. So that wouldn't work there. So I'm not going to keep any of this. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these 3. And still stay on strong with what I've got there. Let's see what happens. Oh, I got that 6 band back again, and the 1 in the north. You know, it's this time when you say, "Ooh, I already saw those tiles," right? So I'm going to get rid of all 3 of those. They came in, they went out, they came in. All righty. And let's see if we can pick up 1 more tile. Not so much. Oh, well. We do have the 8, so we do have another configuration of the 6, 7, Pung Kong, line number 2, right side, 8 and 9. Okay, we've got several things we can be doing with these tiles. Do I have to make a decision right now, everybody? No, I do not have to make a decision at all. And therefore, I am going to just start discarding. And when I finally run out of discards that I do not want at all and get in 1 more tile towards something that we're collecting here, that's when I have to start nailing it down a bit and picking a couple of hands and directions that I want to go in. So I'm going to start out with the West. I do like to prioritize how I discard. The way I do it is getting out the freshest tiles first. So if they're not on the table, I want to get them out early when people don't have their hands set up and I know that they're watching their tiles go out on the table. I also like to prioritize a couple of other things. So if I had anything in my hand that I never passed in the Charleston and knew that I wasn't going to go in that direction, that would go out as well, because that would also be a fresh tile. Nobody had seen it during the Charleston. I do like to get wins out first. So I'm going to go ahead and get the West out to start with. And somebody's getting out that West discarded. It says it right here, a flower. He got that out pretty early. And we'll talk more about that and flowers as we go on and these things come out. So let's see what happens here. Flower. Another flower early on. I like to hang on to my flowers. Now that may be something the advanced bots would do that the intermediate don't do, because there's fun things you could do with flowers. You guys have seen it in action, which is hold them if you're not using them. I actually may need them for my hand, but if you do hold them and you don't need them and you have somebody else throws one a little bit later on in the game and puts one up with the joker, you have a chance to grab a joker. So that's a fun thing you could do if you want to hold on to them for a bit. Now I could do either of these, but since this one came into me, I know it came in and out. So it doesn't matter much which one goes out. Maybe actually I'll do the 5 because the 1 did come in and out of the Charleston. So people have seen it. My friends here, Joe, Weth, and Agatha. So I'm going to get rid of the 5. Bam.
5 bam, green, west, south.
All right, we got a lot of winds going out. I did get another joker. That helps quite a bit. And so now I'm going to get rid of the one. So now, as you see,
1 cross,
I'm left with everything that I collected in the beginning. And so when the next tile that comes in that fits into any of these numbers here is going to say, alert me to say, you got to make got to start making some kind of decisions.
1 dot, 8 crack,
All right, so I do have an 8 crack here. At this point, it's too early to call a tile, even if I decided to commit on one hand inside of these numbers, because I'd have to start putting up, jokers already, and maybe even both of the jokers, depending on what hand. So I'm going to hold on right now. I'm not going to jump to anything. I just feel like it's too early to make a decision right now. So I'm going to go ahead and say ignore.
2 crack,
Of course, we don't need that, and it is fresh. It's not out there yet. There's 3 flowers.
1 bam,
So we were talking about a potential mixed suit run, which would be the 7 dot, 8 bam, 9 crack. Well, 3 of the 8 flowers have gone out. Possibility of playing that mixed suit run is going down, down, down. So let's see what happens. We have a caller here. Agatha has a pung of 1 bams up. And there's another red. Again, I don't want to get rid of anything here quite yet, so I'll just follow suit with that red.
1 dot, so 2 crack,
And we're not playing with those, so I'll get that out. And that is also another fresh tile to get out.
2 dot, 2 dot,
All righty. Now I wish that 8 crack would have been thrown a little later, but there's still 1 in the wall. All right, so now we have another 8 crack. We have 6, 7, 8, 9 as a potential run here. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the hand that Phyllis had suggested. I like that. And since I don't think I'm going to keep that 7 bam for any reason. Let's see if there was anything. Yeah, originally I was going to maybe keep like 5, 6, 7, 8. But since I got in that extra 8 crack and 6, 7 dot, let me just put it in that order. It's stronger now. 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is pung kong, and it's nice. The 8 is the pung, so I don't feel so bad for losing the 8 up there and not taking it. But the other hand I was keeping the 7 bam for was, let's see, what was it for? It was for 5, 6, 5 dot, 6 dot, and then 7 and 8. 7 and 8. So I think it's a little bit weaker here. Let me see. We have 3, 6. The other way we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is a weaker hand. So that would be something that, again, you can't do it really quickly in the beginning, but certainly as you get better at figuring this out, it'll be very helpful. So let me make sure I keep everything that we're thinking about and I don't mess up. 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be line number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Line number 4 under consecutive run. We have to be concerned a bit about the 6 dot, but hopefully we'll get it. And the 8s and 9s right there. I could call the 7 dot already. I could call the 8 and 9 with a joker. So it really is a nicely set up hand right there. And I know, Phyllis, that's one, I think that's becoming one of your favorite hands. So based on how I move things around, the first thing I'm going to get rid of, now that I have my eye on pretty much 2 directions right now, unless I get flowers in, it still could be 7.8 bam 9 crack. I'm not discounting it 100%. I still have 3 potential things I could do and still get rid of the 7 bam.
7 bam, 4 dots, 1 crack, 8 crack,
Now there goes an 8 crack. Oh my goodness, I have to make a decision. Okay, so to make this decision, let's think about what I can do and is there any risk with this hand? We'll call it Phyllis's hand tonight. So I can call the 8 bam if it goes out, and I can call the 9 crack. That makes me happy. But what happens if A, somebody else is playing 6 dots, or B, those 6 dots go out before I have called the 9 crack, 8 bam, or the 7 dot? Yeah, a little risky. So now we're going to put that back in our 6, 7, 8, 9 position. 6, 7, 8, 9. And we just talked about the fact that I could call it because it's a hung. And see where we're at. So if I call the 8 crack for a pung, then I need to cover a joker or get one good pick in to be able to call one of these groupings. I can use a joker with the 7 dot. I could use it with the 9 crack. And I do have this other joker, so I could use that with either of those as well. Whatever it is, one particular grouping is going to need one good pick or a joker. But what's safer and a better choice about this hand is that I don't have to worry about the pair. Phyllis, I have my little thing shrunken down so I can't see your face right now because I know you're smiling, but I want to keep that. Well, let me peek right now. I see you. I just made it. Actually, I could keep this up here high. Let me see if I actually make my board higher too. How do I do my full screen? I forgot. Let's see. If I do that and I make it the other way, let's see. I just don't want, okay, there we go. All right, so I don't want it in the way of any exposures because sometimes that does happen, but I like to see Phyllis's faces sometimes. Phyllis, do you admit that this is the safer hand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably go this way because you never know about that 6 dot.
You never know. You never know. And the other hand with the mixed suit run needs a pair as well. So we have another hand that's not quite as assured. And oh, I have some new people on YouTube watching too. Hello and welcome. And everybody is definitely I think there was another Linda liked the line 4 that you liked too, but I think everybody will probably agree right now that although there are some great options here, the safest and best bet is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to go ahead and call that for a pung. You want to make sure you check your card if you're a newer player that you're calling the right grouping, because that's a good a guaranteed way of accidentally calling the wrong grouping. And we do that when we're newer players. So we'll call a pung. Now, I kind of like, there's certain systems that work somehow with this game. When you're collecting more than one thing and you have pairs or multiples of things, and you end up making a decision about one of the hands that you're going to play, you're very nicely set up with, like I have right here, 2 pairs. And so I feel like those are great tiles because as I start getting toward the later part of the game, right now we're 73 tiles left. So we're in the middle, it's 66 tiles for the last two. So we're almost into the middle. So we're not quite through the first phase of the game, which is the first 33 tiles. But later on, I love it when I have multiples of things because they are a little bit more of a guarantee to be safer tiles. And plus, when you have multiples, if someone is using them, you maybe are going to be able to get some joker bait. When someone puts, if I throw a 5 dot and someone puts up a grouping of 5 dots with a joker, I have an opportunity to grab that. So I like the way this kind of worked out. It's not so bad. Either of these is good to throw. I can't really tell by Agatha's exposure which one would be a priority to get out, but I'm going to just go ahead and start with the 5s, and we say goodbye to those other hands right now, and I'm making a commitment.
5 dot called. 6 bam.
Oh, okay, let's talk about this. I love it. So there we go. No jokers up.
Joker.
No joker, but if it was a joker, if it was a Kong, that would have given me an opportunity. But by, I like the fact that we made a smart choice with a safer hand. I like the fact that it forced Joe to call something right now. That's a good thing. And now my 5 dot actually is going to become what I call a real safe discard. So I'm going to move that in to keep it for a safer discard as the going gets tougher during the game and people get more exposures up, and I still want to try to go for my hand and I want safer tiles to throw while I'm making a decision and learning more about what other people are playing. This is why I would keep that 5 dot. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the 8 bam now. Oh, I'm not on a discard. I'm on a call.
7 dots.
Get with the program, Debs.
What?
Okay, there we go. Now I have a 7 dot. I might as well call it because I'm pretty well set except for needing one good pick as we talked about. And this would be a Kong. So I'm going to go ahead and call my Kong. And, believe it or not, this is really early for this to all be happening. But since if your hand is pretty well set and you can call a lot of the groupings, it's okay to start committing. So I'm going to go ahead and call for a Kong.
Call.
All right. Now I can go ahead and get rid of the 8 bam.
8 bam.
Now I have an
Mhm.
opportunity to swap out my own joker just as well as the others, but somebody's going to beat me to it. I have this feeling.
Call. 9
All
dots.
righty. So now we have Joe with a 3 bam and a 5 dot on there. So this would be the time that you would want to take a look to see what he is playing. All right, let's see. He could be playing line number 2, Pung Kong on the right side, 3 bam, 4 bam, 5 dot, 6 dot. And let's see, under 1, 3, 5, if there's anything there that he could be playing. I don't see anything there. If you see anything, let me know. I don't see another hand.
No.
So interestingly enough, there are several hands with 2 exposures that that it's only one hand. That's a disadvantage for Joe, but I forced him to call that 5 dot. Of course, he could have waited, but he called it. And nonetheless, now I got his number. And I'm going to go ahead and ignore here.
1 dot.
All righty. So let's see. I don't think we don't know if anybody needs it, but there's one out early on. But we'll go ahead and get rid of it anyway. And because there's also the 8 out that I just got rid of. So either one is good. I'm just going to keep that 5 to be my last one.
5 bam. Call 8 bam.
Aha. Now there you go. That's why we do get out these tiles early. And there was one early on that meant Wes could not call that 5 early on. And now there's one out, but there are still 2 live jokers for swap. Alrighty, that he's got to either have a lot of jokers or that's an intermediate level bot move. We'll find out. All right, we don't need that.
Flower.
There goes the, let's see, 2, 3, 4th flower. And Wes might need them, so I don't need that. And you know, the soap has a dual role, the white dragon, so we definitely want to get that out whenever we get it in if we're not using it. There's never a guarantee that somebody's not doing a 2, 0, 2, 3 grouping, so we want to get that out early.
So, flower.
Of course, I don't think anybody here can be playing it anyway, but I'm just mentioning that. All right, there goes the 5th flower.
West. North.
And winds galore have gone out. I just want to take a quick peek. So we've got 1, 2 west, 3 west, 1 east out. We have 1 north that went out. So west with the winds this year, that mini run line number 2 is very popular. I don't think he's using east and west based on how many are out, but we don't have any, and there's 1 south. Even with 1 south and 1 north out, he could still be playing a run. However, it would have to be 3, 4, 5. And if that were the case, his hand would be dead. So we will just say he's not playing 3, 4, 5. All right, we are ready to discard. The 6th crack sounds and feels fresh to me. I don't know how it could feel fresh, but it sounds, it looks. And so that means we need to get it out because we don't know if Wes needs it.
6 crack. 9 bam.
And he didn't. Oh, that's a good thing.
North.
And another win. Now all 3 soaps are out. Okay, so the 8 dot is also not out. That means we need to go ahead and get that out. So that's even more priority than the 8. The 8 now is, I have the 3rd of 2 of them. And so I'll go ahead and get that out.
8 dots.
And I don't think anybody's using the 8 BAMs anyway. So I'm left in the way I like to be is having safe tiles in my hand.
4 crack.
And I don't need that.
8 dots.
And let's see. Yeah, so Linda made a good point, of course. Thank you so much. So if Joe is playing 3 BAM, 4 BAM, 5 dot, 6 dot, he's my competitor because we need 6s. It's a good thing I only need a pung of them, right? So that helps out quite a bit. So just me getting 1 joker or getting 1 more 6 dot in will help with that. I'll get the east out.
East. Flower.
And there's number 7.
South.
That means nobody's playing them. Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought that was 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6. There's still 2 more out. 2 more available. All right. Bad counting. 4 crack. Don't need that.
4 crack. Green. 7 crack. Call. 6 bam.
All righty. We've got 5 and 7. So what could he be playing? 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 BAM, that pung kong. Same configuration that Joe is playing and that I'm playing. Could be a mixed suit run, 5 bam 6.7 crack. And if that's the case, then Wes and Joe and I are playing 6 dots. So maybe 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's look, there's no 4 bams out. And there's 1 6 crack out right over here. Oh, I'm gonna say that the chances are that he's probably playing 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I'm thinking. 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't see anything else at this point. So let's see, 5. Oh, could be 5, 7, 9. Also, the third line down, which would need 2 flowers and 9 dots. And how many 9 dots are out? Only 1. Okay, so there's another one. So we got to keep an eye. Got to keep a close eye, because if one more flower goes out, we still won't know if he's dead. Oh well. Let's see, get rid of that.
9 bam.
All right. And I'm just keeping a track. A lot of stimulation here.
3 dots. 3 dots. 3 crack.
Now we're at 42 tiles. We're almost into the end game, which is the last 33 tiles. And we'll need to really start paying a lot of attention. We could probably figure out what Agata's doing. I'm guessing maybe could be 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 bam, 2 bam. Could be 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Well, let's just gotta wait. I mean, we could probably narrow it down, but my head is hurting already. Oh, look at that. How sweet is that? All right, so we'll just get rid of this here.
8 bam. 7 bam.
Okay, don't need that.
3 crack.
Don't need that.
Green.
All right, 4 dots. I think unless Agata needs it, but let's see how many 4 dots were there. There's 1 out, 2 out. Nope, I don't think
4
so.
dots. 7 bam.
Okay, don't need
Joker
that.
swab. 3 crack. 8 dots.
Interesting.
Red. 7 bam. Green. 3 bam.
That's a very safe tile right now because of those 3s up. We're in the end game now. So I get to do a Joker swap. In real life, well, I say in real life, we are in real life. In person, the way to do this properly is for me to say, Wes, may I please have your Joker? And I would hand him my 5 bam, and he would hand me his Joker. But we're going to let the computer do it for us.
Joker
I'm going to gladly take it from him. We are now in a very, very sweet position with Mahjonging on a 6 dot, a Joker, or a 9 crack. And we will say goodbye to the 5 dot now. This now puts me ready, set, or on call for Mahjong.
And
However,
that Joker is still alive, and your 7 dots.
oh, my 7 dot is still alive. Yeah. Yeah. That's the only Joker that's still alive. Wow. Okay.
3 crack.
And Shirley said he's playing flowers 5, 7, 9. If he's got those only 2 flowers that are left and 6 are out, that could be it for West.
North.
Okay, we don't need that.
8 dots. So
Last soap.
2 dots. Joker swab. 5 crack.
Oh, how could they do that to me?
They heard me.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got a Mahjong.
Mahjong.
Alrighty. All right, that was a lot of manipulating of these wonderful tiles. And I know it's a lot if you are a newer player and you're watching tonight. it is a lot to keep track of. You don't have to keep track of everything that I do, but I try to show you as many options as possible so it opens your eyes up to how to be able to track a lot of these hands. That gives you a lot more opportunity to mahjong the more you keep track of. And I do, yes, you could potentially pick one hand from the get-go and you could potentially win, but the odds get so much greater when you give yourself more flexibility. Let's see what Joe is playing. It very nicely tells us the hand here. Consecutive run line 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that was what we get. And Joe had a flower that he wasn't throwing. And Wes was also doing that ping pong, 4, 5, 6, 7 that we also thought maybe he could be playing. And we had, so there were 7 flowers out. That was the 8th one. I guess I did say that when the 7th one went out. Okay. And then consecutive run line 6 for Agata, which is the 1, 2, 1, 2, which is what I was thinking. But boy, I knew he was pretty weakly set based on what was
Far away.
far away from what was already discarded on the table. And thank you, Linda. Linda said, great, good job executing. I'm getting a lot of congratulations on YouTube. Thank you so much. I need these few wins that I get every once in a while, because those that have been here every Wednesday night know that I have a lot of challenges with these hands. All right, we're going to go ahead and start the next game.
First Charleston.
And sort by suit. And I'm blinded, Phyllis, by a couple of jokers. Whoa, how cool is that? Let me move these wins down here. All right. Well, we have our pair of 9s. We're going to work off of those babies. Oh, I know they're not going to be part of 2023 or 2, 4, 6, 8 like numbers. I don't have another 9 to think about right now. Too high a number for addition hands. Quints, maybe. I might keep my eye on the quints. I know that you on YouTube love to keep an eye on quints, even when you're not that close. You never know. So I could do that. And if I were going to keep an eye on quints, I might want to keep my wins. We'll just see how it plays out. And what else? Consecutive run. Yeah, there's a potential for consecutive run. And like I said, I would hold about 4 numbers, either before or after a number, since there are none after the 9 for this game anyway. I could hold that 6, 7 there for a little bit. And 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, not all that strong. I've got a 3 here, a 7 and a 9. Maybe mixed suit flower, 5 dot, 7 crack, 9 bam. Since I may already keep that 7, I could consider it. Winds and dragons, probably not, unless I am considering a quint, or maybe I get more numbers for a run for 7, 8, 9, which would be line number 2, maybe. What about 3, 6, 9? Possibility. If I wanted to keep the 3, I could do that and get rid of this very pretty pass right here. I'm okay with doing that. Like I said early on, if I want to keep some stuff here to give myself more options, I'm not going to worry a lot. Oh, and I did start to say earlier what I definitely don't pass, and that is a pair, a flower. The only time I'll pass a flower is someone gave it to me. Let's say they gave it to me during the second left, and I had a must across following. And my hand was really nicely set. Then I would pass it. And I usually say something like, you could thank so-and-so for that. because I don't want anybody to think that I pass flowers willingly, because I don't. So no flowers, no pears. Try not to pass a soap if you can, but that's one of the things I'll make an exception on. There's only 3 2023 hands this year, so you know, it's to me not as, I don't think it's as popular a section if you ask me my opinion on it. Yeah, I've played a few, but all right, I'm blabbering on here. So anyway, I'm going to do that. Good luck, Wes. If you're playing with this category, this is these are beautiful tiles. He's going to get it and he's going to say, no, sorry, I wasn't using them. All right, now I ended up getting a wind in, and I'll tell you one of the hands that I kind of like. And of course, the flower wouldn't be part of it, but I do like the concealed bottom wind hand, which has got the 2 runs, and I have the north and west, the east and west, which are the hardest parts of that hand to get, but it is a concealed hand. But I like it. I got all of that already for it. So why wouldn't I consider it? Don't shy away from a concealed hand if things look good. Take chances. Maybe that's what I'm going to keep my eye on for right now. I don't know. We'll see. I can still keep an eye on the 3rd hand down in quince as well. Flowers with the 8 crack and 9 bam. I don't know that line 1 is going to work out, and certainly line 2 has to be those exact numbers. That's not working out for me. Well, I think I'm going to go this direction right now, guys. I feeling pretty good about this right here. So we'll see. Now let's see, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7. I wanted to see which would have been the better choice here. So I think we're going to do this. And did not get anything in that I really want right now. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh God. When these pun con configurations come in, they drive me batty, but you know, their pun cons are everywhere. And if you're not aware of that, you've got to take a look at every section to see how many hands have a pun con configuration. 2023, line 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Line 3, both left and right side, and line number 5. No, not line number 5, sorry. We've got under consecutive run, the 2nd line, both left and right side. We have the 6th line, both left and right side. We have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, the 2nd line, both left and right side. What else do we have under that one? Just that one. Okay. Winds and Dragons, the 1st line, both sides. The 3rd line, both left and right side, has 2 pungs, 2 cons. I mean, those hands are always easier to make. 3, 6, 9, we've got several. The 1st line, the 2nd from the bottom, they're there and they're easy. And so how do I now decide? Well, I'm going to decide like I did earlier, and that is, what is the easier hands? 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I don't know if you guys know Tom Sloper, but somebody asked him at a Zoom event once, you know, do you have any favorite hands? Okay. Guess what he said? I like the pun con configurations because they're easier to make, and I'm going to go for the easier hand if I have the opportunity. So, okay, we don't need the 4. We're going to get rid of that. Now, what could we keep if we were going to keep track of 7, 8, 9, that little mini consec run 2nd hand down? I would keep the east and west. So I'm abandoning the concealed hand, even though I do like it a lot. This is going to give me a much more flexibility. What else could I keep if I wanted to use the flower? 6, 7, 8. No, too high to do your hand. We can't go beyond, so that wouldn't work out with 6, 7, 8. I think I'm doing this. You know, hey, I could go for that concealed hand and nothing else, but this one gives me two choices. East, west, 7 bam, 8 bam, 9 bam, second hand down on the right side, or 6, 7, 8, 9. Pung kong, why not? Let's try it. I got another 8 in, yay, yay. All right, so now I am kind of committed to 6, 7, 8, 9. And I am going to continue. I wouldn't be saying, no, I want to keep track of east, west, 7, 8, 9, I got to stop it. Because I want to try to get in at least one more tile towards 6, 7, 8, 9. Gonna go.
Southern Charleston.
All right, well, we'll just do this here. And I got
Advertisers.
I'm sorry? Who said that? There's somebody, oh, here we go. I just muted. Oh, somebody bumped out by accident. Okay, so I just gave a west. So instead of giving the west, I'll make a smarter move and try not to give the west back out in case someone decides they want to do it. Those are things that you could think about to try and make a better move. Oh, I got the north back and nothing else yet. So just going to keep going like this.
Courtesy pass.
And I got the west back, but nothing else in 6, 7, 8, 9. So now I will pass those 3. See if we get anything else.
Flower.
Nope, nothing else in, but I'm okay with what we have right now. So hopefully I'll get in at least one more tile before I have to be put in a position of making a decision. I'm going to get rid of the wins because, like I said earlier, there's no guarantee that somebody's not playing with a hand with pungs because they're easier to play this year.
North. So 4 crack.
Then I'll make sure I get out the fresh tiles. Okay, so Agatha's got 4s up. We don't know what she's doing yet. And I'll get that out.
8 dots.
Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I just wanted to, I'm just thinking right now about other possibilities.
3 bam.
6, 7, 8, nope. All right, I think I'm going to get rid of maybe I'll hold the green just in case I do get another flower and I get more 8s and 9s and more greens in. I can keep track of the 3rd hand line down under consecutive run. So I'm going to keep that green. All right, so, and I think I gave a green away in the very beginning. So the question now becomes, is somebody playing with greens? Oh, we got to watch. All right, let's see. What's the freshest tile out there? We'll do this one.
6 bam. 8 bam.
Ooh, there goes a 6, 7. Now I would have to make a commitment right now. If I make a commitment, I can call it without a joker. This is so early for me to commit to anything. I'm weak right now with, I need another 7 or joker to cover the 7s. I need another tile to cover the 6 to call it. And I need another one for the 9. I'm really in a weak position right now, and I hate to make a decision this early. I may end up playing 8, 9 in the dragons, even though that's a tougher hand because it's 3 kongs. Ooh, Phyllis, would you call this early? I would hold off.
Yeah, I don't know.
Since it's only yeah, I kind of like don't want to commit. I don't want to commit yet.
Wait.
I know, but you're so far from the other hand, real, I mean, like,
My husband said, wait. See, I taught him well. He said, wait. Really, or it's early. It's early to commit right now. So I'm just going to hold off. Look, it could work out if I take it, but I just don't want to lock in yet. Although if I don't take it, then I need 2 tiles to cover 8, 9, 8, 9. So wait a minute. I'm now thinking a little bit more about that.
and you're pretty sure that's what
I know. I just changed my mind thinking to myself that if I don't call it, I need 2 tiles. I need automatically 1 joker for this grouping here for 8, 9, 8, 9 with the green. All right, I know this is early and crazy, but if I put up the H, nobody knows what I'm doing. It can be a ton of hands. All right, I'm calling it. This is like really an unconventional move, but I'm doing it for a pun.
Call.
All right, I got to keep an eye on that green because I did pass that out, I believe, in, oh, we got a 7 dot, a joker for, oh, see, this is what happens when you commit early. Oh my God. I'm not going to call this 7 crack yet. I will be forced if the second one goes out. I'm just going to hold up on it. That's kind of crappy because now I will need another joker. But if I put it up now, I'm giving 2 jokers for exchange to people. I'd rather wait for the next one if I'm forced to do that. Oh, well.
8 dot. 8 crack.
Oh, well, yeah, just can't be sure what's going on. I'll get the winds out no matter what until I know. We have a 2 and a 4. Is he playing 2, 3, 4? 2, 3, 4, or what else could he be playing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Pung Kong, or the same suit run. I think those are the only 2. If you see anything else, let me know.
Stop. Red. 9 crack. 6 dot.
Oh, that makes me a little bit happier right there. Yes. Now, I still don't know if the green is needed by Joe. I just don't remember. I'm pretty sure I got it out early, like first pass for some reason. Oh, no. First pass was a 2, 4, 2s and
Right.
4s. Maybe not. Maybe it was the other game. So I may be okay. 3 bam is fresh as well. Nope. 3 bam is out already. That's not the freshest. 5 dot is not out. We'll get that baby out.
5 dot call.
Aha. That's why you get out tiles early. Because if I were to keep holding it and holding it and holding it, another 2 or 3 or 4 rounds, Wes could be ready to call it for Mahjong. I'd rather someone call it for a exposure.
Flower.
Oh, look at that. There is no guarantee how things are going to turn out in this game, are there? All righty. Well, I'm going to hold the greens a little bit for a joker bait potential option. And let me keep an eye. We could talk about the flower as well and when I need to get that out because Agatha could need it. And Joe could need it. And there's only 2 out, 3 out. So let's do the 3 at this point.
3 bam. East. 9 crack. 3 dot.
I need one more good pick. Oh, let's see. This is not out. Need to get it out.
1 bam. 9 dot. 2 bam. Red. North.
Oh, nobody's playing wins, I don't think. Oh, okay. All right. So I will call that, even though I'm not thrilled about this because, oh, or do I wait? Oh my God. Okay, so let's think it. Let's talk this through. If I need 2 jokers to cover my 7 crack. But there are still 2 more 6 cracks for me to use for that 6 crack. I think I'm gonna wait. It also keeps me concealed. This is a tough thing to do. Phyllis, do you agree I should hold up?
No,
And I need to protect that 7 crack, don't I?
correct. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait. My husband said wait. I'm gonna agree with him this time.
He said wait last time and you
I
didn't.
know, but I didn't agree with him. I don't always agree with
4
him.
bam, 3 bam, south, east,
Okay, let's see. We'll get that out. I think it is fresh. Oh no, there's one out early, but as we saw before,
5 bam,
they could be called still.
joker swap, east,
Lovely. I can believe that.
9 dots,
I want the jokers. Oh, isn't that kind of funny? Wow. Well, if nobody's playing them, which probably not, I've got 3 very, very safe tiles here. So I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and dump the flower. Sometimes I like to hold it, but I'd rather go ahead and keep, the greens and start doing those, I think. So I'm going to get rid of it right now.
flower, 8 bam,
That one's the safe one, whoever got rid of that.
5 crack,
3 crack. Oh, this is going to be telling. Yeah.
3 crack call, 8
Oh, 2, 2, 3. What is it? 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I looking at it and I'm like, wait a minute, it doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hong Kong, Hong Kong. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we've got to keep our eye on the 1 cracks. All right, we don't need that. And the 7 bam is not out. So it's a needed tile, maybe. Let's see what happens. Is it going to be for a punk? Let's see.
7 bam, 1 dot,
No.
west, 8
God,
crack,
I think all the winds are out. Ooh. Okay, again, love the way this came out, regardless, okay? I do want to say I somewhat planned it, but not 100%. All right,
2 dots, call, 5 bam,
all right, we got Joe now. So this is going to be a race to see whether Agatha's going to pick her ones or not. And are there any out? Gee, there's no 1 cracks out. Agatha's must be on call. Maybe Joe's playing 1, 2, 3 in mixed suit and has her ones. That'd be fun. Oh,
Yes.
my goodness gracious. I could use those any which way I want. I don't
green,
need it for the 9. That's nice.
6 bam,
I'm in a very pretty position because I've got these greens that were so safe and I feel so good about how this turned out.
3 bam,
Okay, we were pretty good about that. 2 are out.
9 dots, 5 dots, 4 bam,
We
2
are
bam,
37 tiles. We're just about into the last wall, which is the end game. And 4 dots. Oh my God, that is really hot, baby. All right, so of course I want to win, and we still have a whole wall left. So I am going to get rid of it, even if Joe needs it. So here we go.
4 dot call, 2 bam,
Oh, we could have predicted that. We did predict it. Okay.
Mahjong,
Oh, well, we knew that she was on call. Congratulations, Agatha. That was a great job. Well, I gave it a good go and we were pretty well set. So look what Joe had next to get rid of the 6. And Wes had that one. So that could have given Agata Mahjong as well. 5, 7, 7, 9, and which was pretty obvious. And then 2, 3, 4 for Joe up there. Okay, that was good. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, which we knew. All righty, let's see what we got. We got time for another. Boy, I had a lot of jokers too. That hand was coming in very nice.
Charleston.
I got 1 joker. I'm getting jokers tonight. Not bad, right? Okay, this is the first hand tonight that we have no multiples. But let's just start looking over on the left side and see what happens. 2023 is not really bouncing out at me. If I had a soap, I would be thinking about it a little bit more than, because I don't have any right now. So I am going to go ahead and look and see about 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's see how we do with those. We've got 3 8s there, right there for like numbers, right? And whoops, these guys don't want to go. Okay, so I put those in evens, which I will do if I have only singles of everything. I'll do that to see at least how I'm balanced between evens and odds, and I've got a lot more evens. And I do have like numbers right now with 8s, not a lot. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 again is not the best option. 3, 6, 9 is not really strong at this point. So I would consider consecutive runs if I can keep things that are in front of or behind. So maybe the 7 and maybe the 5. And then I'm left with these. So I've got choices. I don't know if there's anything else. Let me see about addition hands with 4s. 4 plus 4 equals 8. That's a possibility. Got 4s and 8s. So let's see. We'll do this and we'll do this. I think I'll do that. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, I got another 8 toward my like numbers. I have 7, 8. Would be nice if I had a 7 dots. Let's see, 7. I think of that 7, 8, 8, 8, 9 hand from last year with the hairs in the middle, but that's not this year. Okay, so I think I'm going to get rid of these here for now. Do I want to get rid of the, I think I'm going to get rid of the 9 rather than the 5. Only because if we did get BAMs in the 6s, 5, 6, 7, 8, pung kong again is better in that position. Okay, so we'll do now, because I might keep track of like numbers. I do like the second hand, which is concealed, so I'm not going to commit to it, but I can pass this and still keep, well, why am I keeping the 4s here? Let's see, maybe those are, oh, because of the 4 plus 4 equals 8. 4 plus 4 equals 8, and I have 2 of the 8 cracks, so I would think I would get rid of this instead. Do I need the 5? No, see, it looks like I'm going to be going with like numbers, or if I were to get 7s in the dots or the BAMs, I might do a 7, 8, 7, 8 run, pung kong run. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the 5. That's a nice mixed up path right there. Oh, let's see. 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4 equals 8. Plus keeping the like numbers, plus keeping the green, plus keeping the 7, just in case I get a 7-8-7-8 situation going on. Yes, I'm gonna continue. I do have 6, 7, 8, same suit run, but those are 3 Kongs. I don't think I'm gonna worry about that one right now. Continue
In Charleston.
and do this. Did I get anything else in? Blah, no. I'll do that. And, oh, I did get a 7 in for that 7-8-7-8. So I'd like to keep that if I can. Let's see. 7, 8, 7, 8. 4 plus 4 equals 8. Those are 3 Kongs, and those are harder to make, and I need that other flower. 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're going to get rid of these 2. And then the question is, do I worry about that second hand like numbers and keep that and break something else up? Probably doesn't make much sense to do that. 7, 8, and like numbers. I don't want to get rid of the 8. So I guess I'm good. I'm on the last right. So I don't have to give up the green. So I think I'm going to do a blind pass here, and then I could keep it.
Courtesy pass.
And, oh, look at this. Oh, wow. So 7-8-7-8 is very nice. And I can even do it with BAMs. And I have, wow, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go 4 plus 4 equals 8. Because,
You could do it singles and pairs too.
oh, 7-8-7-8. Oh my God, I can. And give up the joker if I had to. Yeah, absolutely, Phyllis. Okay, now here's the deal though. I've had those 4s in my hand the entire Charleston. So it's not wise for me to give 2 brand new tiles out right now. And if by any chance I wanted to keep track of the second hand under any like numbers with the 7s, I could keep it. So I think I'm just going to say no tiles. I mean, I'm very happy with what I got in, unless I gave up all of these and didn't worry about these fresh tiles, but I'd rather discard them early than to give it up. I'm just going to say no and do that. So Carol said peer hand too. Yeah, let's see what happens.
West. So
All right, so now I got in another for possible for that, but we're going to keep track of that other hand. I'm going to start dumping the 4s. So we've got the potential second concealed hand. We have 7-8-7-8-7-8 with the singles and pairs could be happening. We also could do 7-8 and 7-8 as far as a pung kong.
4 band.
Don't have to make a decision yet.
North. 5 band.
Maybe I'll get a sign. I don't need that. I only need one of those. But do I want to hold it for 7-8 with the reds? Oh my God. Whoever made this game up for the American version. Oh, the league. Look at that. I got that too. All right, I don't have to make a decision yet. Yay.
Dot. 2
I
dot.
hope you guys are keeping track of what I'm doing. No, I'm just kidding.
1 band. Call.
Give me
7.
one. Oh, we got 1 BAMs again. Oh my God. All right, so there goes a 7 crack. And if I were to commit to it for 7-8-7-8, I could call it right now. This is way too early. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to commit to anything right now. So I'm saying no. And that means that 7-8 with the reds may go down the tubes, but I can't do it. Too early. Oh my goodness. I've also got that and I don't need that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the green.
green, 3 band, 1 crack, call, east,
Oh, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. What else could he be doing? Nothing. That's it. We got his number, I think. Unless you see anything else I'm missing. Wrong suit for him, but we'll get rid of this and keep
2
staying,
band,
holding everything else that we still
Flower.
might need. There's a
5
flower.
band,
Get rid of that.
8 dots,
There goes an 8. So in making my decision about potential singles and pairs, I'm going to keep track of
9
what goes
band,
out.
call, 4 band,
Oh, we got a joker available here.
9 crack, 5 crack,
Okay, 1 dot
1 dot,
is
6
out
dot,
already, but we still don't have, we want to keep everything else still, so.
6 dot, 3 dot,
Okay, I'm not gonna keep that.
5 crack, 5 dot, 7 band,
Right, so there's a 7, so I gotta think about, consider that as well. When it's, you know, as far as singles and pairs and my 7 like numbers.
5 dot,
Hopefully I'll get, oh, let's see if it's gonna be a
2
call.
crack, 3 band,
Nope. Good thing to get it out early, though.
red,
Okay, so I think that 7, 8 with the reds is going to be a non issue. Now, I got 1, 2 crack out. If he's doing 1, 2, if she's doing 1, 2, 1, 2, this is why you get them out
Mhm.
early.
3 dot,
She's not set. She was set to call all that, but nothing else.
4 crack, 4 crack,
Okay, there's a flower. Okay, so 7, we don't need the red. So 7, 7, I would need that soap for that one. Backup hand could still potentially be the singles and pairs. Now we have the flower, we need this, we're, you know, lacking things here, but it's a potential. We don't have to make a decision right now. I can get rid of the red.
red, 4 crack, 2 dots, 4 crack, south, green, 1 dot, north,
Okay, there's an 8. Now we have to really think about it. Oh, this is really gonna be not fun. Okay, so let's think about an easier hand back up to the concealed like numbers. And there we have 7, 8, 7, 8, pun kwong. Of course, the flowers would not come into play. But in keeping singles and pairs open, we could keep a 7, 8, 7, 8 open. We could keep like numbers, line number 1 open, but it does need more flowers. Or I think that's it. When we talk about safe hands, I don't have any soaps yet. There's 1 out already. It's concealed. I can't call on it. My choice is to keep track of something in a consecutive run or in like numbers, and it can be with 8s or 7s. I think we got a lot of options that are exposed hands and not go with that second concealed any like numbers. So this is what I'm doing. Now the green is a little more safer, not safer, but you know, and there's less reds out. So no, there's 2 reds and 2 greens. Doesn't matter. I was going to get the one that wasn't out, that didn't have most out, but I'm blind. So either one is going.
green, 9 dots, 5 band, south,
Oh my goodness.
red,
I'm getting those
7 dots,
dragons. Okay, so there's another set. Let's see, was there any more? That's only the first one of the 7 dot. So we're just going to go ahead and ignore it and keep track.
south, west,
And we're not gonna keep that.
9 dots, east, 4 dots, so
There's a soap. And the 3 dams, 2 are out, and so we're just gonna keep up. I've got to keep an eye on the 7 and 8 to see if I'm gonna need to get those out if we don't get them in, because they could be needed by someone else. So that's also a risk.
3 bam, 8 bam,
All right, there's an 8 bam. With 1 joker only at this point. I don't think I'm gonna want to call that. And is that the only one out right now? Yeah, this is the first one. I just don't feel ready to commit. Oh, if I had 1 more joker and 1 more natural tile, I could do it, but I'm going to hold on. I'm just holding on. Don't feel ready yet.
4 dots,
Okay, now I've got an 8 crack. So now line number 1 with like numbers is a possibility. I still have a
Yeah.
tile. I have 7, 8, 7, 8 in the 2 suits. There's a second, let's see, is that the second 7? Yeah, second 7 dot. So the singles and pairs, not looking real promising at this point. 1 8 dot out. This is the third of the 7 dots. Yeah, it's getting weaker by the minute. And yes, of course, I have more 8s for 8 like numbers with the 8s right now. Shirley had mentioned, yes.
east,
Agree. Okay, we don't need that, so I'm not gonna keep 7, 8, 9 or anything like that.
9 crack, 7 bam,
All right, there's another 7 bam. What did we say? Or was that the first one? That's the first one. Okay, so,
Now there's another one,
oh, there is one out right there. Right there.
second
Okay,
row,
right.
in the middle.
So if I wanted to commit to 7, 8, 7, 8, let's talk about what I can call. I can call the 7 crack. Are there any 8 cracks out? No. I can call the 8 crack. I can call the 7 bam. And I would need 1 good pick for it to be able to call the 8 bam. And there is 1 8 bam out. Whichever one is going to be, I could hold on still, but we're 33 tiles and I need to do something right now. So I think I'm going to call it for 7 8 7 8, because any like numbers I need. See, I could call everything here with any like numbers. I can call the 8. I have to keep a pair preserved. And then that means I'd only need 1 good pick, 2 good picks. I need a flat, something for the flower to cover to call, and the 8. Whereas the 7 8 7 8, I only need to worry about 1, right? Good pick. 1 good pick to call no, wait a minute. Yeah, if I use the joker. So I think I'm going to call it. What do you think, Phyllis?
Yeah, yeah, I mean.
I think-
Near the end.
Yeah, we're in the end game now. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to call for a pun. And which tile is hotter here? And then we'll talk about the flowers, which I'm not going to end up using. I'm hoping I can capitalize on a joker. Okay, so here, 7 dots is not out at all.
Yeah, two of them are.
Oh, geez,
just
why am
one
I
out.
missing them? Oh, geez,
Yeah.
2 of them. Okay, 8 dot, 1 out.
And the top row.
Okay, so then that's the one I'll get out first right now. The flower is at the point where I need to get it out, but I'm going to do the 8 first. I'll do the flower on the next round. Hoping somebody calls it and puts up a flower with a joker, flowers with jokers. Okay, here we go.
8 dot, 5 dot, 3 bam. So
Okay, we'll do it now.
flower,
No, bummer.
green,
Hey, it doesn't always work, does it?
Uh,
I know. But let's wait one more round.
was
It gets, I feel like I play with fire when this happens. I really do, but
2 dots,
kind of
one call.
interesting. All right, here we go.
flower, call,
Oh my God, we have to hope that Agatha doesn't do a joker exchange. Oh, because it did work. If she doesn't call it.
4 bam.
Oh no, it's got to go all the way. Oh no, just Agatha. That's right. Okay. And she just discarded. So, all right. So there is our, look at that. Got the 7 dot. Is that funny? There is what I was explaining that I like to do with flowers. Yes, it sometimes feels like I'm playing with fire, but Joe, may I have your joker?
Joker slot,
Thank you. Now we are in very good shape, and I have 2 7 dots, 2 are out. Again, setting up by getting out fresh tiles early, you automatically create yourself this great hand with the perfect discards at the end. So,
6 crack, Mahjong,
oh, I gave Mahjong. All right, well, I wasn't gonna not throw that. I didn't know what Wes needed, so I would not have not thrown it and not taken a chance because I was in such a good position. 3669, first time 369 was played tonight, and Joe was playing line 6 of 13579, but very weak hand, 5799, very weak. Nice flowers. And consecutive line 6 for Agatha. All right. You guys want to play one more quick one? You want to hang out, or you want to end up? I know Linda I was getting set up well, but everybody okay to hang out for a little bit longer?
yeah.
All right. If you got to leave, you got to leave. I'll go ahead and play another quickie. We'll see.
first Charleston,
Uh-oh. Look what I got, Phyllis. No jokers. Oh, but look at this. All right, let's move this baby down here for a second. I've got a pung of 5s. How cool is that? All right, so not a 2023, not a 2468, maybe like numbers. Maybe a consecutive run 4545. 5779. Not so much at all. Especially this one really doesn't work too well unless I do the top line same suit. 13579, then we don't have a lot of anything else. So I'm going to keep the wins in case I get 3, 4, 5 coming in for the mini run. I don't know, maybe why not? And I'm going to keep the 3 and 4, I think, for 3, 4, 5 crack, 6 crack, but I won't have enough to pass if I keep that south. Maybe I won't keep it. It's a hard hand to get the 3 and 4, so maybe I won't keep it. I lied. All right, well, we didn't get anything in that I need right now, so I'm going to get rid of this and this and this. And I did get the 6 in for 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I want to keep track of 3, 4, 5, 6 in 2 suits and 4, 5, 4, 5 in 2 suits, I can't keep that like numbers possibility. So we're going to go ahead and abandon that idea. I could do a blind pass, but I don't have flowers right now. It's very weak to do that hand. So I'm going to just forget about it. And 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I have 3, 4, 5, 6 really in dots as well. How about we do this?
7 Charleston.
Now I got lots of good options here. Nope, don't want any of those babies. Wait a minute, do I want to look at 1, 3, 3, 5? 1, 3, 5, 5? Yeah, can't keep it all. Oh, the East and West. I hate to pass those together, but I want to try to get in more, but I think I better be smart.
Courtesy pass.
Okay, so I'm going to do 3 here and hope I get something in. One more tile, because this was not really the prettiest. No. Okay, this is going to, are there any singles and pairs hand I can be keeping track of? Not too much. Nothing really even good because of the fact that there's nothing but those 3 5s that I could possibly do. Okay,
Mule.
well,
Flower. 6 crack.
here goes 1 6 crack for 3 4 5 6. I have no jokers.
North. 3 dots.
Here's a 3 dot. Looks like all my tiles are going to go out. Good job, you guys, getting all those fresh tiles out that I can't call yet. All right, I got 1 tile in. Always just get rid of what we don't need.
1 crack. So 3 bam.
Here's another tile that I would need for 3 4 3 4. So keeping track of that there.
8 bam.
Why was I keeping the 5 before? For 5, maybe like numbers, or 3. Let's see, 5 6 5 6. Oh God, I could keep it. I have something that, I mean, I don't know. It could work out.
Green.
If I got 4 cracks, 4 5 4 5 would be
8 dots.
better.
West. 7 bam. East. 3 crack.
Don't want that.
8 dots. South.
And I actually should have gotten the 7 crack out. That was fresher.
8 bam. 6 bam.
Oh, we got 1 joker. Okay, well,
Uh,
yeah, exactly.
Red. Call. 7 bam.
Oh, a call of reds. Ooh. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. So we've got 3. I was trying to explain to Julie and Philippe from I Love Maj that I'm not able to do this. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to do a little screen recording for them. I was trying to explain that you can't go this way, but I could go like,
to me
I can,
sometimes.
right. And so, they wanted to know because Philippe can fix that in the coding. So I need to get that back to where it was. So I was trying to go like this, and it doesn't let me go from left to right. So let me do a Windows and a G and record this. Hi, Julie and Philippe. It's Wednesday night skill building, and that situation with moving a tile from left to right, which I was explaining, is happening. So I can show it to you right now. When I go to move the 3 here, it bounces back. I can go right to the right, but I can't go to the left. So I'll show you that one more time by doing it this way. Won't work. I have to move this here to get those threes together. Okay, that's over. Chat later. Thank you guys for letting me do that. It helps them improve, but that's definitely something that, okay. So we were doing 3, 4, 5. We're putting these in order. 6. Okay, not bad right there. And another option would be what with those 5s? Let's see. 5s like numbers. What else could we do? 3, 4, 5. I don't know what else we could do. 4, 5. Nope. I was thinking 5, 6, 5, 6. We don't have any, but I'll hold on to them for maybe joker bait anyway and get rid of the 3 and 4 since there's already been a 3 bam out and a 4 bam out. So if I'm going to work on 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm better off using the dots. So that's what I'm going to do. And Carol said also potentially 4, 5, 4 dot, 5 dots, 6 crack 7 maybe, or 4, 5, 6, 7 in one suit maybe, Carol, you meant? Okay, possibly.
East.
We got lots of good options if I get a few more good picks. Would you not know it? Well, whatever. I mean, there's 1, 2, I have the third one. I'll get the 3 bam out because there's only 1 out of those.
3 bam. South.
It is what it is.
7 dots.
Don't have control over everything. Okay, we got a 7 dot joker exchange
1
possible.
bam. 3 crack.
And 2 7s out. So I've got good safe tiles. I'm hoping to get a little joker bait.
7
I
bam.
like to
8
get
dots.
that out before the last wall. So before the 33 tiles, I can hold off on those for a little bit, see if we can be lucky with that.
5 bam.
And of course, if I was doing like numbers, that's the second 5 bam out.
9 bam. North. 1 dot. Call. 5 bam.
Wow, nobody's played the wins tonight with that run. Interesting. There's another 5 bam. So like
9
numbers
bam.
is really not looking like it's promising at all.
1 crack. 2 crack. 2 crack. 9 bam.
That's got to get out.
2 bam. Flower.
First flower.
Red. East.
Look at that. Okay. 4 bam will go out now. And so 3, 4, 5, 6 is really looking good. And let's see about this 4 crack. 4 crack. First one out could be I don't see anything. It could be for Agatha, but it could be 1, 2, 3, 4 for Joe. So I'll get that out because it looks like we're going to be headed toward 3, 4, 5, 6.
4 crack. 6 bam.
Look at that. That's why you get the tiles out early. So if you guys, any of you are thinking the opposite, that you need to hold tiles that aren't on the board, you got to reverse your thinking. I'm serious. It's so important.
4 bam.
All righty. Now, 7 crack. Let's see what happens with this baby. There's 2 out already. And we're going to get that 5 out. Maybe 2 more
7
rounds.
crack. 9 dots.
I don't want to wait too
4
long.
dots.
Okay, so I will call that 4 dot, and then I need 1 good pick with this. At this point, I don't know if Agatha is playing the 3, 6, 9 with the matching dragons. I'm hoping not. And I'll call that right now because it is getting almost to the end of the end game. So this is a good time to call it. And here we go. For a con.
Call.
One more round. I'll be getting the 5 dot out.
9 dots. 9 bam.
All right, well, that is probably not needed for anything. So let's, do I want to wait one more round? Oh, I don't know, maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna do it now.
5 dots.
Oh, man.
Call. South.
Oh, wow. Okay, we've got now high alert for 3 cracks there. For 1, 2, 3, 4, high alert.
South.
Wow. Now I am in a great position. Okay, this still could be dangerous. I'll get it out.
5 dots. Joker swap. 1 dot.
Oh my God.
6 bam. 6 crack.
Okay, we're gonna call that for a Kong.
Call.
And now
1 bam.
I am
1
set,
crack.
ready for on call for Mahjong. Let's see who's gonna beat who out here.
3 bam. 6 bam.
Okay, I think we're safe with that. 2.
2 crack. 5 dots. North. 5 dots.
Okay.
1 bam. Joker swap. Mahjong.
Oh my God. I
Huh.
got beat to the punch. Woo! That and all, and it would be nice if they made me jokerless and I could have won with a jokerless hand. All right, well, gave it a good try again, but you know, a lot of good teaching moments here tonight, and I hope you guys got a lot out of it. Let me stop sharing my screen for a second. I could see everybody. Here we go. Now I can see y'all. All right, well, I hope you had fun tonight. Thank you, everybody who's watching from YouTube as well. It's been a lot of fun spending Wednesday night with you, and I'll see you guys next week. Until then, be safe and practice, practice, practice. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Phyllis. Good night.